Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. What you guys just saw is me putting the spider webs together. I've already skipped the rest of the step because I just have another video showing you the die set and everything that I used for it and whatnot, and you guys just saw. I ended up using chipboard to back these up and make these a little bit sturdier. So the project that we're going to be doing today is this little embellishment right here. And as you can see, I've already have it in my October binder because this is going to be like my first page. So I adhered this side, but I left this like that so that I could slide maybe one or maybe two 2x2 pictures behind it and have them like peeking out from behind. So that's the idea for this layout. So you could definitely use this as a scrapbook page like I am, or you could keep it by itself as an embellishment. I am going to be using this little girl by Whimsy Stamps, and I've had her for a while because last year around this time frame I ended up making bookmarks with her, and I think she's just so gorgeous. And so today she's gonna be the main focus of our little embellishment. I am also using the Echo Park countdown numbers, and I'm using the 3 and the 1 for the 31st. And then this stamp set is from Kelly Perkley, and it is called the 2019 calendar. At the very bottom, if you guys see right here, very small is the months of the year, and I've already pulled out the October month. And so basically stamp sets, it's what's gonna make this embellishment, you guys. So the number 31 obviously is a stamp. The October is a stamp. The background of the October is also stamps. Let me show that to you in a second. And of course our little witch is a stamp. So this embellishment is honestly made up of stamps. This stamp set, oh, it's over here. Sorry, I know you guys are looking at it here. Hopefully that's better. It's because it doesn't fit this way. But this stamp set also comes with like the bold and then the outline. So I'm going to use these two to create that little border around the month of October. I'm just going to show it to you guys one more time. It's a very small detail and it's hardly noticeable. I was playing around with all my inks, as you can see here, and I was trying to figure out which one would give me the best results, and I ended up using these two. So this one is the border for the inside, and then this is the outline, which is such a thin line that you almost kind of don't see it. I think a purple would have been nice as well, but we're gonna stick with the pinks because I've already have them laid out. And that is my scrapbook.com pink lemonade, or pink 2, and then this one is pink 1. So basically they go in order. I've already done the job of doing the layouts, not the layouts, but like the toning down of the inks. So I am going to be doing multiples, but I'm only going to show you guys one on video. And actually, I forgot that this is a rubber stamp, so I have to remove my foam and just lay her here. And then, oh, well, the other one, I have to do them separately because the other stamps are clear, and I have to add the mat back in there, the pad back in there, in order for me to use the rubber one. So I'm just going to again ink up, and I wanted you guys know the deal. I just want the image to be very black, and so I may have to stamp it. A few times, but hold on. Let me try to get my paper. So it doesn't move. I'm gonna do that a few times. And then in the same paper, I'm going to turn it over. So let me line them up. And actually we're gonna fussy cut them, so technically they don't need to be lined up. So let me go ahead and just, and the reason why I'm using my Misty is because I want to make sure it's like really dark, really like dark. And so I am going to I want to make sure that it goes into the same spot every single time. So I'm just making sure my paper doesn't move, so I could stamp it in the same spot every single time. Okay, and now we can put the Misty away. Okay, and then I'm gonna clean these up, clean that up, and we are done with this. Okay, so for the other one, I am going to, I know you guys can hardly tell, like this is how small the October is. So actually, let me do the border first. So I'm gonna bring over the lightest color, which is the ballet slipper. And I'm going to make sure I have good ink, or good enough ink. And we're just gonna stamp it. We're gonna be fussy cutting it as well, so there's no need to worry whether it's straight, at least not for this part. Now I do want my month to be straight, so that's gonna be the tricky part. Okay, so for the October, I'm using the black ink again, and I'm going to put it in the center of that light pink box that I just did. And I'm just eyeballing it a little bit, just like that. And then with the other pink number 2, or pink lemonade, I'm going to put my outline. And this is where you have to be careful, just to make sure that you kind of put it right. Sorry if you guys see my hair there. And just stamp it. And there you go. I mean, you guys can't see it, but there it is. So, Cholo, you're drinking water. Okay, now we are going to color, and I'm only gonna walk you through the name of the Copic, and then I'm going to put you guys on speed mode so you're not sitting here forever watching me color her. So I'm gonna start off with the pumpkin, and this is YR12. Okay, you see how I left a little bit of white left? That's fine. Okay, for the blouse, I am using 2. Actually, it's for the blouse and her little stripe on the hat. I'm using B12 as the darkest color and RV00 for the lightest color. I know you guys can't see, but oh, and for her socks as well. Also, I just wanted to point this out. If you want to make, if you only have one set of crayons in, I mean not crayons, but one set of marker, and you want to lighten some shade, the blender kind of takes some of that away, and I'll show you in a little bit. Give me 1 second. Okay, once it obviously finishes drying. Okay, for the hat, I'm using N8, N6, and N4. Coloring, it's what's gonna take the longest in this project. For the hair, I'm gonna do E23 and E21, and that's it, I think. Yes, that's it. Okay, I think her eyebrows need some work. Okay. Then for her skin, I honestly feel like I ended up leaving this one out because maybe it was too dark, or was it this one? This one. This one is E2. I'm not using that. So I'm gonna stick with E1, I'm sorry, E11 and E00. She is done. Okay, so the next step, now that we finished our coloring, is to honestly fussy cut everything. Okay, and now that we have all of our pieces, we can start assembling. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put the little October right in the middle of the one, like this, like right there. Okay, I still want the one to be seen, so I'm just going to add a little drop, and then we'll worry about how to adhere the rest of it. So just adding a little drop there, and let me see if you guys can see. Just gonna put it there, just like that. Okay, then we are going to do the same thing we did with the other spider web. I'm still using the same purple, and I actually have a piece already here. Let me see if this is gonna be dark enough. I'm just making like a really bad rosette. Just going to do the same thing we did to the other one, but because this one is less, it's gonna take up less, not less space, but it's gonna be more noticeable. You gotta make sure that this one is actually placed where you want it. So, and that it maybe it's spread a little bit like that. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did with the other one, which is going to staple. Let me put that one, bend it backwards. We're gonna add, hold on, I just dropped the stapler. We're gonna add it to the center, and then just double check. Okay, so again, go in between the spider web and secure it to the center. And don't worry, because you're going to be able to hide that staple, and don't worry about this puffiness. If you add like a little drop to the top of your spider web, it's going to hold both the tool and it won't be noticeable, because eventually it's going to dry clear. And now we can find her position, and this is where it's gonna get a little funny, because you gotta basically only put glue on portions where she's touching the web. So this is literally just sticking, lifting, sticking, making sure you don't put too much like I just did. If you do, just bring it over to the other one and then adhere a part of it at a time, like that. Hold it for a minute and then lift and basically adhere. Oh my gosh, this glue, I swear, it's like has no control. I'm hardly even pressing on it. And so just lift and then spread it on the areas again that she's gonna be touching. And then look, I even have a hair here. And then press. Okay, readjust if you have to. Make sure your glue dries. I may have to use a different glue. I just got this one and it says it's a Smart Craft glue, but I have read no instructions on it whatsoever. So I might have to go back to using the Tumble one. I was also using this one, the E6000 that I picked up from Walmart, because it has a tip that I think can be very useful as well. And this one obviously adheres a little bit better, so, or stronger once it dries. So you can again go just lift and press down and then lift and press down if you have to, but I think she's put now. Okay, for the 31, I am gonna pop it up in some of these little foam squares, and that's gonna be my only dimension in there. See how pretty she is? Okay, so we already adhered this, so we're gonna glue that there, and then the one somewhere over here. But again, you know what, I did not end up using these because these were too big. I ended up using this very small dimensionals from Stampin' Up. So just going to add a couple of these, and I reinforce these with the E6000, making sure that you can't see it. Yeah, you can't see it. The number 3 is a little bit tricky because of the curves, so I try to do, I think I ended up cutting one, to be honest. Let me do that. So just grabbing it and cutting it, and then using it for these tips right here. Okay, and there we go. So let's put on one first, and I kind of want to make sure that it's straight. Okay, so I'm just gonna peel the back, and again, the dimensionals are not gonna be strong enough to hold on to the tool. That's why I'm using the E6000. Or if you want to try your hot glue gun, by all means, go for it. I'm just gonna add a little drop in the center. Okay, and I'm gonna glue it there. Okay, and then my 31 is gonna go, actually we could have put it a little bit higher, so hold on, before it dries we could do it here. Yeah, I think I like that better here. And then the 31 can sit right here. So when I made this and I created the prototype, I asked my husband, because I felt like it was missing something. And I was gonna go to the store and buy different kinds of spiders because I already have a spiders, but I couldn't make them work. Not with her, she's too fancy for those spiders. So I was trying to look for something better, and then I was like, because I feel like this spot is like empty. Hold on, let me focus on what I'm doing. So of course it's gonna lift, and you're just gonna have to play with it and see if you want to keep it, maybe put it in the background with an acetate sheet so that it could still be noticeable, or not noticeable for the background. I don't know, that's up to you. I like it the way it is, and once the glue dries, it's gonna be good to go. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. The only other thing that we're going to add is it's not a spider web without the spider. So I am going to be using the little puffy spider stickers that I got from Pebbles, but I got it from scrapbook.com, and I'm going to be using the smallest of spiders. Again, originally I wanted to get like a big spider and paint it so that it could sit right here, but my husband was like, no, it looks so elegant and fancy, and so just put it there. And so there's where the spider's going. And basically this is our second Halloween embellishment, just using stamps. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this project. I have already, I think I showed you already, but mine has already dried up. This is the prototype, and I am honestly just going to wait until I have a picture to stick in there. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the idea. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one. Bye.